And welcome, folks, to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. So, like I said, man, um, I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur. You understand? I'm going to continue to push forward. I'm going to continue to be successful as I always have been, and reach and attain levels of success that pretty much nobody else can. That's number one. We're already up over $91 for the next check. Like I said, you consistently see me succeed. You consistently see me do the impossible. You consistently see me make check after check after check after check after check, right? And I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm capitalizing and winning, right? And that's what I always do. I always capitalize every single time. Like all I do is make profit because like I said, like I don't have friends. I don't waste my time with pointless conversations. I am the old school generation. I'm not a part of the snowflake generation and I know how to get to the money, get to the bread for real and actually invest and build real success. And it requires being about business. See, feelings are not facts. Feelings are not business. Feelings have nothing to do with business. You understand? You have to learn how to do business. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say it again. I'm on point. I'm on point. I'm on my job. I'm moving forward. You see me working hard every day, nonstop. Like I said, I plan to continue that as much as I can. Like I said, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I believe and know that God is moving every day. Like I said, God has blessed me beyond belief. God has, sent me the help I need and the right people and financial help every single time. I mean, He's going to continue. I think that all this is a test and lessons for me to learn, and I'm learning them as I go. And like I said, I've passed every test with flying colors, so I know I'm good because I know I'm just winning all across the board. You feel me? So, like I said, back to reality, right? Back to reality. Like I said, I own billions in equity mansion estate with 2,000 jewelry, 530 on my wrist, got your piss, mental rights, all royalties, my own car lot I pay over $100 for every month. Did I say over 2,000 jewelry? I believe I did. So, like I said, I mean, it is what it is. Bulletproof vest, paid over $10,000 for. Like I said, I got the steel armor. I paid thousands of dollars for that. 7 bikes in inventory, all 200 to 300 bucks each. Bat cycle, I paid 1,300. Fixed it 2 or 3 times. I am a money making machine. Can we please just say the truth and the facts? And I funded the Batman project out of my own pocket, going on 3 years. See, the reason why I keep explaining this and telling folks is because for some odd reason, right? You see, I don't even got to spell it out. For some odd reason, right? See what I'm saying? Like, come on, homie. This is a public platform. This is my business and my livelihood. I'm not here to explain what's already been said. What's understood don't need to be explained. There's no need for me to keep on telling you, but I'm already programmed to. I got to now. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing in question. Like, what do you mean, bro? I've been mad successful. I'm successful. I'm good looking. I'm handsome. I'm about 6'3", right? I'm a big guy. I'm a very powerful man. I'm the most powerful man, literally, of all time, right? I'm the most powerful, wealthiest man in the world today, and the most powerful entity on this planet. What's goody? And these are all facts. I don't have no holes in my rap sheet. You can check all my history, everything, bro. I got receipts for everything. You understand? So it's amazing to me because I work hard. And see, that's all I need. All I got to do is get in the right environment, get where I can focus. I'm in my own energy. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I need complete silence and no distractions when I'm hustling. Boy, that's how I do things. And once I get that, oh, I'm gravy. I'm Gucci. That's why you see me work hard and I'm running circles around everybody every single day, bro. Folks couldn't even come close. hmm I'm the boss for real. Yeah. Everybody knows reality. Everybody. All these folks know what it is. All of them know reality, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So yeah, like I said, I think my point is perfectly clear. I think all my points are proven. I don't think, matter of fact, I know. Right, 528 world records. Let's see them catch up. Right, can anyone compete? Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Can you imagine a public in a society like this? Again, when are y'all going to get behind me and start showing me financial support again? This is y'all's responsibility. It's your job, literally. When are folks going to start doing their job so that I don't have to be struggling while I'm succeeding? There's no reason I should be having a hard time. See what I'm saying? You can see what it is. This is your society today, and it's absolutely hilarious, man. Come on, bro. We're all grown, man. I'm a grown man, bro. Like I said, I got to have a support system, man. I should never even have to ask for support. That money should be there. Again, we've received no donations, no support, zero. You understand? My Cash App should be ringing every day. Every day, my Cash App should be ringing. We got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. That Cash App is in that bottom left-hand corner. What is going on with folks? This is what happens when you succeed. I told you, when real people make real money and people succeed, this is what society does. That's what folks got to understand. Success is not a nice thing. It's not a nice journey. That's how you know that none of the Freemasons and the celebrities are successful. And they're not real celebrities. They've been harvesting my energy since the beginning of time. See, let you tell it, you're going to keep on saying false testaments and stories that don't exist that have already been proven wrong. But when you take a seat and you listen to the boss for a minute and the guy who actually sits at the right hand, I sit at the right hand throne of God, right? And you talk to the Son of God, you're going to get the truth of this world, how this is a matrix. It's all a matrix. It's all fake. None of it exists. It exists. It's a reality. It's real. Like, but you know what I mean? But it's a matrix. It's a matrix and it's a game to be played. And it's a matrix that can be transformed and manipulated. And you can create your own realities 100%. Just like everything we've been taught is a lie. And your perceived limitations only exist because you believe them to exist. And I'm living proof of this. I know I got folks trying to go back to the gym. They already told me that in the readings and download. I got people trying to study me and my movements. I already know. I already know they're trying to study my training patterns. It's not going to do y'all any good. Like I said, you're going to have to pay me for the training. It's that simple. And every time I bring that up, folks be like, yeah, we want to train, until I bring up, well, you need to pay me. And then all of a sudden they don't want to train. It's crazy, man. Like, I mean, we have an environment where success is impossible. It is impossible to succeed, and yet I continue to succeed. Again, these folks vastly underestimate me. Like, I don't think you understand. Like I said, like, I already know what it is with the finances. Like I said, I got to just like, I can't spend no more money. I can't, because I have to have enough, unless I'm just not going to pay the phone bill. And that's the thing. Like, you just get tired of this. Like, there's no reason, bro. No need for this. All folks in the public got to do is say, yo, man, here's 20 bucks. Here's 50 bucks, man. The most folks will do is give me like $2, bro. People giving me like 70 cents, 7 cents before. Like, what is that going to do for me? Like, that's not help. That's not support. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. When I get $5, I'm pretty happy. That's cool. But, I'm grateful for every dime I get and everything. That's the thing. See, I don't mind. Like, change is change, dollars are dollars. That stuff adds up. Like, I'm grateful for everything. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, breadcrumbing is not going to build. I mean, it helps, but it ain't going to help much. It ain't going to build something, especially of this magnitude. So when I tell folks I did this out of my own pocket, that's my whole point. I'm not supposed to have a bunch of cash and money right now. Like, what are you talking about? I built a full scale business. You know how much overhead costs are when you build any business in the world? Like, it always costs money, man. And that's the thing. Like, I built all this off just hard work and diligence and persistence and determination and ambition. Straight, pure ambition. So now folks are asking me questions, right? My reputation precedes me. My fame is growing every day. God is moving every day, right? And like I said, folks don't even have a clue who I am or who they talking to. I'm the boss, man. I run everything. I'm the king. You know what I mean? Like I said, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I don't even need money to do this, really. I've proven that. I've proven that for years now. You know what I mean? So imagine when I get the money, how much more powerful I'm going to become. Like God said, if everyone is against you, how powerful have you become? So, me personally, I don't know what to tell folks. All I know is that I'm succeeding. All I know is that I'm winning. All I know is that I'm making every right move and I'm doing everything right. And everyone should be copying and emulating me. Oh, wait. Nobody can, because nobody can come close or slightly hold a candle to me, homie. 528 world records. See, I don't do no talking. I don't get on the internet and talk. I'm here making money. I get paid to speak. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get paid for my career. I created my own budget. That's a genius. See, folks talk, but they're starting to barely see and witness and understand. Like, this dude's a complete genius. Like, yeah, I told you I'm a genius. This is a system that's not only unfair, it was designed not to help me and do anything for me. Like I said, I've always had the worst hand of cards dealt, and I continue to capitalize. Somebody asked me today, why Batman the Alchemist? I said, because I practice alchemy. Or like, what do you like? You do alchemy? Like, what is that? Alchemy is from going from nothing to something, nothing to everything. I said, how do you think I got famous? Y'all think it's just a coincidence that I'm famous? I made that happen. That's the part that's funny to me is I basically control the algorithm. The algorithm bows to me and answers to me because I have that kind of power and pull in this reality because I'm Neo in the Matrix. It's the same way that I got famous. I knew exactly what I was doing when I went about getting famous. You can watch the steps and see me talking about it. Okay, it's easy for me to get famous, and I know what people want to watch, and I know what they want to see. And guess what? I'm the star of the show and the superstar. And no matter what anyone says, people come to watch me regardless. And that's my whole point. Like, no, I need the right environment and a system of support, a support system, finally, because I've never had it, right? And I need the right folks around me, and I need a team and people that want to build. And my deal is, it has taken everyone so long. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I definitely, don't understand how it takes this long. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think folks have a clue. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a clue, bro. I don't understand how this can be this difficult. You know, I really don't, bro. I'm sitting here working harder than everyone put together. I'm working hard as hell every day. And like I said, that's why would I be speaking with folks and talking to people if they haven't paid me? It's been years. Y'all have had 4 to 6 years. Everybody could have shown me some support. Folks are convenient. They want to talk when they want to talk. We don't talk on your time. We talk on my time. Everyone works and operates on my time. I've made that perfectly clear. I've established that now. What's up? I'm the boss. I decide my own operations, my own assignments, my own missions. I'm the real deal. This is what I do, and we operate above the feds. And I built this all independently. I'm completely sovereign, and I do what I want to do. I'm a boss, homie. So what folks got to understand, that's the thing. Like, this is just the training ground. This is training camp right now. Once we get the money and however we do it, even if we got to do it manually and make it happen, I'm almost inclined to do it because, I've heard enough talking. I mean, like, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, no, I was trying to get the funds up so I could get enough money so we could do that. And folks didn't want to support that. I just heard a dude talking about how chosen ones go through these same exact things. And he was taught everything he's saying is spot on for me. He said, we're not of this world, we're from heaven, which is a fact, right? And that's why everything is difficult and impossible for us, which is a fact, right? And I'm not lucky, I'm blessed, and I've worked harder than everyone. That's why I'm goody. That's why I'm Gucci. You understand? But he said it. He said, he said, this society helps for a time. And then after that, they want to what? Right. This society is a joke. That's exactly, he said the exact truth, spot on. He said, they'll help you for a time, it's fake, and then they stop helping. And that's the same exact experience I've had. Everything see, people don't understand. I'm a divine being having a human experience. That's what folks forget and don't want to talk about because they don't know any better, because they don't understand, because people are so, believing what they see on their phone and the internet and this and that, and they're not thinking for themselves. And there's a lot of good knowledge out there, but that's my point. There's too much knowledge to be devoid of knowledge. But he said the truth. That's exactly the truth. That's what everybody does. That's what they all have done, and it's all fake. And that was my point. Like, what was the point? You might as well have not wasted my time. But thank you for the free money. To all you folks out there, thank you for the free money. 100%. What do you mean? And to the people who supported me, genuinely, thank you, and please keep that up because that's what we need. And that's what I'm saying. Like right now, bro, I'm just trying to get by. I cannot keep spending my own money for basic stuff. I never should have. I shouldn't have to every day. It shouldn't be like that. So what's up? These folks all get a government check. Right, because we know what it is. I receive no support, right? This society does nothing for me, never has, never will, never gave me a fair shake. Everything is unfair. They don't help. That's why I don't even speak to anyone or talk to anyone because what are they going to do? They're not going to help me. No, no, they don't help. They'll make situations even more difficult. That's all they know how to offer. They offer is problems. They don't offer solutions. Some of these folks want to talk to me like, bro, some of these little homies, these are grown men, mind you. Some of them, you literally work for these companies, right? And these companies are literally basically illegal organizations. And half these companies and establishments, and some of them operate nationwide and worldwide, and they're being investigated by the feds, like as we speak, I believe. So, like, what do we have to talk about? What are you saying hi to me? Like, nah, bro. Friend to none of you. Friend to nobody. I don't talk to nobody. I'm not trying to talk. I'm not trying to communicate. Then you got all these other little homies. They be in an energy and be in a mood, and they do theatrics and games. That's what they all do. They all do the same thing. Like, bro, I don't understand what the point is. You know, it's just always something like, man, and it's crazy that folks are always acting, but they're not about anything. Like what? Like that's what folks do. All that talking and ain't about nothing. Yet I got 528 world records. I'm wealthy as hell, right? In equity assets, nobody will come close to me. Like all the Masons, I'm richer than all of them, even their illusion. I'm so much richer. It's beyond belief. It's not even close to comprehension. The folks in Austin talk about me, but you don't know what I own. You don't know who I am. You don't know how I move. You don't know anything about me. That's why you was having people come around and you sent that one dude that worked at that bar to Guadalupe, right? Remember? I know exactly what you do, right? Because you're sitting there and you're talking to each other and you're figuring out what bars I go to and this and that, right? And that means that that other bar over there is involved too, the one on Guadalupe. They were involved. That's what they do. They start their nonsense and they start all talking to each other and they try to say a false testament. That's what they all did, and they all got together. All these people that work at these little companies. Well, it is what it is, you know. And karma's real too, and God is real. And I mean, half them companies they all failed. Ain't no businesses in Austin succeeding. None of them. They all failed, and a lot of them are actually getting shut down like all the time as we speak. They're going out of business because they make no money. Because how are you going to make money when you're worried about regular civilians like me who are just going about our day to day trying to survive and get by and make a living and make a livelihood? What is the deal? Like, what's up? How do y'all feel, homie? That's why it's no surprise to me when I witness karma every day. I see karma every day being had. I see the news, and there's tons of news stories of karma. Folks can't even run their businesses in Austin, and then you wonder why. You know what I mean? You got so many people with an opinion. So-called women talk so much out of place online, and then I see news stories every day and I laugh. What do you mean? Sorry, but what? Karma is real. God is real. It is totally unfair. This world is unfair. It makes no sense. Folks can't even sit down and have a basic, coherent conversation. Folks can't just be gentle, treat each other with kindness, love, compassion. They want to change every story. All these folks are completely in the wrong in every situation, right? Like, I'm so easy to get along with. It's unbelievable, bro. You understand? Like at the same time, I have a job to do and I do God's will and God's work. You understand? And I happen to be the literal warrior for God and the soldier for God. So what's up? I'm telling you, man, it's just funny to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I moved past everything again, another day of conquering obstacles and moving past obstacles and overcoming. It's absolutely amazing, man. I continue to move with God. I continue to move off faith. The question is, what are you doing with your time? See, my time is precious. I continue to build every day. I don't need anyone or anything. I don't need a dime from none of you. Like I said, I'm going to make sure this gets funded no matter what. And I want to fund it off of the public's dime, 100%. I want you to pay me and do what you're supposed to do. That's all y'all's responsibility and obligation. Again, shout out to the people who try to help and support just a little bit. I do appreciate it. I'm completely grateful for that. I have a job to do. There's a way I have to talk. There's a way I have to do things. I have nothing to explain. And that's the thing, you know, folks want to talk. I mean, you know, people in the public, they all talk. They all have an opinion, and we all know what opinions are, and they mean absolutely nothing, correct? And that's the thing. Like, I just be wondering what people think because they hear me talk or they hear me talk right in front of them for a bit, and it's like, if you knew the truth of what I go through, then you would understand. You would have some more empathy and sympathy. Like sympathy and empathy go a long way. Y'all should really work on feeling for other people. Like, you have no idea what I've been through. Y'all couldn't imagine what I've endured and been through. You don't have a clue, man. So that's my whole point. Like, bro, you know, I ain't worried about it, man. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm not worried how folks feel. I'm not worried about what people talk or what they say. All I do is keep building because I know this is going places regardless. See, that's the thing. All my hard work is not in vain, like God told me. My hard work matters more than anything. This work that I'm doing means more than anything. I mean, this is the highest form of career I could ever have. It's the best job ever, in my opinion. For me, it's not for anyone else. It's for me. That's why she asked him, "Why do you have to do this?" Because nobody else can. What she said. Why do you have to do this? Because nobody else can. It's the truth. Only me, because I'm the strongest. It's why God chose me. Why they said in the readings and downloads recently, God is about to show why He chose you. You know what I mean? They said this weekend, which it is the weekend, that God is going to show me a lot of stuff, that I'm going to get money or something. I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet. I never doubt God. I'm patient and I just wait, man. We'll wait, man. All the readings keep leading up, saying I'm going to get to start traveling. I'm going to get to, start moving and getting going. I hope, God has done it for me every time, man. I don't see any reason why He wouldn't do it this time. He's blessed me beyond belief and comprehension my entire life and existence, so He'll continue to. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you, man. It just is what it is. It's just that simple. And I mean, we're going to continue to succeed. We're going to continue to progress. We're going to continue to win. We're going to continue to capitalize. And like I said, you can just see what it is. It's clear as day. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's nothing that can stop me. I'm going to always win. So, like I said, that's all we do is focus on succeeding. All we do is focus on building. All we do is focus on moving forward. All we do is focus on these different projects. And it's that simple. So, like I said, I'm going to continue to win. I'm going to continue to succeed. I'm going to continue to flourish. My business is going to continue to be blessed. And like I said, you can see what it is. Okay. Well, I can't wait to get this money because then it's my turn completely. You understand? So that's the thing. Like, I don't know what folks is talking about. I don't know what they think, but okay, no problem. Because I'm telling you, when I get this money, ooh, goody. And like I said, no, I'm keeping my money for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to bless the people who deserve to be blessed, good people. I'm going to help the righteous, good people who deserve help. And, I'm going to help them. All these other folks who didn't do nothing for me, I mean, what do you think? It is what it is. They ain't do nothing. Like I said, I cherish my freedom. I cherish my happiness. I cherish and focus on what matters. I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about none of that. Like I said, all my job is to keep that bank account going. I have literally money invested already, like 95 bucks. I got a little money in the bank. My phone bill is about 55, 60 bucks every month, right? And I got that phone bill coming up on the 5th. Like, I have to do what I have to do every day. And now I'm at the point, like, I have no money to spend. I can't do nothing. And it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense because this is real small basic stuff that people could just do, and it's not even help. It's just basic normalcy. It's normal stuff. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's because I'm building a full scale business. So that's the thing. I'm telling you, anything of value takes sacrifice. I had to go through hell to build this. It was never easy. You understand? It's never been easy, and it could have been easy. You know what I mean? Folks didn't want to allow it to be easy. Folks didn't want to make it easy. Instead, what they all spend their time doing every day for some odd reason, which is the weirdest behavior I've ever seen and not normal at all, is spend every minute of every day trying to make it as impossible as they possibly can. Meaning what? You can see how they feel. They don't like seeing me win. Good. Then keep watching me win. I'm going to win on repeat like I do. It ain't about just winning. Say, I'm winning on another level because, again, I've transcended all of space and time. So, see, my business, right, has already graduated. I keep graduating to new levels. I keep ascending. I'm a literal Super Saiyan walking around here. It's a real thing. Being a Super Saiyan is real, homie. I also proved that as well. So the Super Saiyan is walking around doing his thing, right? And what you have to understand, I mean, there's nobody close to my level. Nobody could hold a candle to me or come close, first of all. And like I said, this career, I just keep on ascending. I just keep growing. I just keep evolving. And that's my job, to just keep on growing. And every day is a lesson so that I can continue to grow exponentially with God. And that's the most beautiful part of what I do and what this is. And I'm here to help people. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a healer. I'm a divine being. I can teach people. I can teach people how to build a business. I can teach you, I can help you with anything you're going through. Advice, like I said, you want a session, 30 minutes, $50, 100 bucks for an hour. That's simple. And if you want to negotiate because whatever, that's fine. Then try to negotiate. But my whole point is, like, the only way folks can speak to me is if they pay me. I have no access to the public. No communication will be had at any point with anybody. I'm not speaking to anyone at any point. No one. I don't want to talk about nothing because we all know what I'm here to do, and I'm here and I'm about my business. And that's the difference between me and all of you. So, furthermore, like I said, all my work matters because the minute I get the money or the means to go to Boston, go to New York, and just get me a spot, that's all I need, like a couch somewhere or a mattress and access to a fridge. And, that's about it pretty much. And I can build this. I don't even need money as long as I can just be somewhere and that's it and just build a business. That's the thing. Everyone has something to say about everything, but yet their situation needs a lot of fixing. Their situation doesn't make sense, and what they're saying doesn't even apply or exist. So what's the point of saying it? I make an honest, decent, hard-earned living. I have nothing to justify. I do what I'm supposed to do. The question is, why don't other folks do their job, and why does no one else do what they're supposed to do? That's crazy, man. Dude, this society is crazy. They're so far from reality. It's unreal, bro. Get real, man. You can't be serious. So my point is, my career is going to continue to evolve, and we're just going to continue to get to the next level. Every day we level up while these folks stay stagnated and in the same exact spot, place, and local, in the same communities, same neighborhoods, same cities, same jobs, and they never ever evolve or grow, and we grow every day. And that's why folks is in their feelings. What choice do you have but to be in your feelings? Because y'all have to work these 9 to 5s, and I don't ever have to work for nobody ever again. I will never have a boss. That's at least the goal, and that's the point. I really never will, because I mean, I could just fall back and say, forget money, forget everything. I'm gonna keep on doing this, and that's what I'm doing regardless. Everything I push is for the Batman Project. I funded it out my own pocket, going on 3 years. My 3-year anniversary is either here or right around the corner. Do you understand the minute that I just start traveling and get this going somehow, which anyone could help me with? That's what I don't understand. People is like that. You got people saying they coming from Ohio and stuff. If you from Ohio, Florida, Georgia, Cali, anything, how come folks can't just say, yo, come on a trip with me? That's what God is saying. There's some trip coming up. I don't know what from where. I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea. But yeah, they could say, yo, come with me, bro. You can stay with me. You ain't got to pay nothing. Like, I'll let you work on your business and you can build that up. How is that too much to ask for? It was the same thing in Austin. Instead of folks being normal people, this is what grown men and women do, and people who are successful. People who make real money, right? They help other people like I've always done. I always let people stay with me. I always help people when I had apartments. I let people stay with me. I said, you don't got to pay me nothing, bro. You know what I mean? I always did people favors because I'm a real man, and that's how I am. And see, how you hold yourself matters. And that's what this new generation, the millennials, and all these folks today will never understand. Any normal person could just be like, yo, you can come with me. Like, we'll go to Ohio, we'll go to Cali, we'll go to Seattle, Washington, we'll go to Oregon. Like, I want to travel. That's what I'm making clear to the public, so there shouldn't be any confusion about it. Right? I want to travel. I want to, progress. I want to evolve. That's all I want. I want to continue to build, and that's it. You know what I mean? So the question is, where is the actual confusion? There shouldn't be no confusion at all. You know what I mean? Like, legitly, what part is confusing? There's no part that's confusing. Every part is just what it is. So I'm gonna say it again. We're gonna keep on winning. We're gonna keep on moving forward. Like I said, they all triggered and impressed. They can't handle my success. They can't handle my energy. Excuse me. Right? They can't handle anything I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like she said, like, and bring it. It's already been brought in, girlfriend. And I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Folks can't hold a candle to me, like I said. So I'm the top calisthenics competitor in the world. I'm literally the top calisthenics champion of the world, proven on camera, right? And every time that I work out, basically, I get stronger somehow. I don't even know how, because half the time, like, I don't even be sleeping. I don't know how it happens, but somehow God just keeps on building me, and I keep getting stronger. Today was a hell of a performance that I wasn't expecting. There was no reason it should have been that amazing, and it was. So God is real, man. And that's the thing. God teaches me to overcome, and I just realized that that's the point of life, really. Like, is to overcome. Everything is always a test. It's been that way my whole life. It was that way when I learned how to swim. It was that way when I learned ice skating. It was that way when I learned baseball, and I was literally a prodigy and like the best shortstop in the world at like 12 years old. And colleges were trying to recruit me and said the minute he's of age, he can come play college baseball for us. Westminster College in Florida. I don't know if it's the same one A Rod maybe went to or the other one, but they wanted to recruit me. Um, Tennis, like I said, played one ZAT. I think the second ZAT, I won the whole thing. Then I won the champ tournament in Corpus Christi, defeated John Haley in the finals, became a super champ, all back to back to back. Nobody's like ever done that in the history of man. And now I was 12 years old, bro. And I remember I got the little hermit crabs in Corpus Christi. I was happy about that. Those were cool. So my point is like I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun regardless, and that's all I do. Everything I do is fun, and it's also very real. And I'm a very serious guy, and I'm about serious business. I'm about my business. You know what I mean? So I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't have the luxury these other folks do. You know what I mean? I don't have the luxury. Nope. These other folks, they got felonies and stuff. They got records. I have no felonies, can't ever have one because I wear a bulletproof vest to make a living for my career. So I have to be real smart, even though I'm out here working, even though, I matter, and I have to take care of myself and hold my own. I still have to be smart and make the right decisions. That's why we still take the system, we turn it back around the way it's supposed to be utilized and used, and we use the system, right, to win. We're doing everything the right way, and I'm telling you, these folks is just triggered and pressing they and they feelings. I mean, this is what it's like. I mean, learn to hold your L like tone space. I don't know what else to tell you. If anybody's in their feelings in the world, then you should go to New York City and try to spit some bars in a random cipher like tone space and completely drop the ball. ah, it's too funny, boy. You dropped the ball. You dropped the ball out there on that mic. That was crazy, man. How in the hell do you not get like, boy, I hear you trying to rap for all these decades and you had an opportunity to do it in front of some people finally in New York City, it looked like. In the middle of like it looked like Manhattan or something. And you finally get a platform and a way to shine like they you can see what New York is. First of all, he don't even pay his own rent. He mooching, he live off the government. Somebody paying that rent for him, and that's always how it's been. He was homeless. He in the same boat as all of them, right? Rob Rack's still homeless. He in a Roach Motel. Half these folks are homeless, right? And that's besides the point. But my point is, it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to be homeless. I've been homeless before, but oh no, sorry, I haven't actually. Every time that I was moving around in different cities and states, I owned several properties. So let me correct myself. So I was never actually homeless ever and never will be. But my point is, it's just funny to me how that's what they focus on. They harp on that and they focus on that because they're projecting and because that's all of their situation. Funny as hell. It's absolutely crazy, man. I'm all for the homeless. All I do is support and help the homeless. I out my own pocket was paying and giving the homeless food, clothing, and shelter. I mean, I love the homeless. I love people and humanity, no matter who it is. That's number one. I mean, Jesus was around all sorts of different walks of life and people, and I'm the same way. And I happen to be the son of God. So, that's what I'm saying. When these folks, like, you could see the masks have been slipping. That's why that homie was helping for a while, right? Remember, and it's like, man, I mean, it's all good. I mean, nah, I 100%, I never had to even finesse. All I did was be humble and be myself. And, he wanted to help for a time being. And then you could see how the same jellyfish energy started showing itself and coming out. That's why when I told him, no, I'm the top calisthenics champion in the world, he said, the top number one in the world? Right. That he didn't like that. You see what I'm saying? See, they don't get, I can read minds, bro. I can see past the veil. I can see through everything, bro. Like you don't seem to get it. So like that's the thing. Like that's why he the mask was slipping. I already saw it coming. That's why I was like, well, help me out, on this, for the like the phone bill, whatever, and blah blah blah. Like that's the problem. Like I was actually getting to a point where I could have built. That's what the other dude was talking about in these readings and downloads. I didn't put it on the community wall. I just listened to it myself, and I'm gonna keep hearing the rest. But yeah, it's fake. They help for a minute and then they stop helping. And like, I understand, like, money doesn't grow on trees, but that's not what it's about. And you can see that's not what it's about. What it's about is that had I not opened my mouth as usual and just spoke and been a normal person and said who I am, and that's part of me being healthy. Whatever emotions you feel, you got to let out. That's for your own health. A lot of these people, that's what they think. They think you're supposed to hold stuff inside and suppress it and not say how you feel. I will never keep something bottled up inside. If I feel some way, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Yeah, I'm not you. And then y'all wonder why you have all these problems and issues, and I'm healthy as an ox despite everything that I've been through, including when these folks in these underground league organizations made phone calls to Seton Hospital. So what? And I'm in better health than all y'all clearly and can do more than all y'all, and I'm way more capable and way more athletic and energetic, and I just do it all. You know what I mean? So like I said, I got 528 world records. Yeah, he didn't like when I told him that, and you just could continuously see, the progression of it. It's always the jealousy and envy. You can see there's folks green with envy right now, because my energy and my nature commands, like I have presence. My presence commands respect. It commands attention and all the things that these people want. These folks all want to be me. These are all grown adults, homie. I never asked for the attention, man. It's just like Max B said. He said, all the attention coming to me and I'm not even asking for it. And these people, they just want to like attach themselves. Exactly. That's what folks do. I believe that because that's exactly how it go. And then Dipset is who set up Max B and why he had to do that prison time. And now he got out and he's trying to get back to making music. And I mean, I guess he's doing all right, but I mean, I wouldn't call it success. I wish everyone the best. I wish him the best. I think he's pretty cool. I like him. I don't think his music is that great. I'm just not a fan. It's just not my type of music. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and sugarcoat that. I think some tracks are all right. I think the new stuff might be awesome. I haven't heard it yet, but I mean, back in the day, I mean, he struggled to make music. I never thought, I mean, none of that music came close to mine. I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm a way more talented artist than Max B. So why does Tone Space always be convenient? He ran for me in Austin, and everybody knows it, right? And why are they? Oh, you see how the narcissists are always so quick to say some fake positivity about someone where it doesn't apply or exist. But when it comes to the guy who's definitely a better rapper than Max B, and I went worldwide independently, you won't say the truth, right? Isn't that crazy? And then you do all this stuff behind the scenes with that underground league organization that you have ties to and you're working with. So it's very contradictory. It's very have your cake and eat it too. It's very funny and ironic because these people show their cards, and I have all the proof of everything they've done. They show their cards and show they hand every time that they see my success and they feel some way about it. And then they spend millions of dollars and go out their way trying to stop me from succeeding or making a dime of money. And every time it backfires. You can't stop me. Nobody can. Folks can't stop me. This was in a reading and download recently. I'm unstoppable. So these folks can't stop you. Of course not. Nobody can. I'm unstoppable. I'm limitless. I'm Batman. So that's the thing. Like other folks, their career can be whatever. You probably go to an office, or you go to a desk, or you go wherever, or a cubicle. I don't care what you do. You may put on some headphones and a Bluetooth headset, and you might work at a call center. That's great. And you have a boss, and you're probably unhappy there. I mean, pretty much everybody is. And I mean, that's the thing. They just act like you understand a job is a free situation. Anyone can get a job. All I need is the right location. I could go to Pittsburgh tomorrow and go look for work And because I'm new, see, I have to go to cities and states that I'm new at. That's the thing I'm learning and thinking about and realizing about Austin, is that that's why I don't want to manually do it. It's just the only place I know how to move at like that anymore. You know what I mean? Because everything's changed. But my point is, I don't want to go through that again. Like, I already, people know me, and they don't know me. They know of me, and then they're trying to say things that aren't true, and they're trying to create a false testament, and it didn't work. I don't have time for all that. Like, if I had to do it, I would do it. But like, that's the thing. The minute I'm actually there in person, my energy speaks volumes, and people already know what it is when I come around, and everybody is quiet as a mouse and mad respectful. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm the guy who succeeded. All these same people who are right in front of me, they talk to me with respect when I'm in front of them. When I leave, they start pretending and saying that there's some delusion or alternate reality going on, but there's not. So what's the purpose of it? Yeah. Yeah, let me remind you, I'm the guy who succeeded. I'm the guy who stopped working at your bars and went and made 10 bands selling mineral rights and oil royalties. And you all, at the same folks that work at that corrupt bar, right, that's a part of this federal lawsuit, asked me, well, how did you do it? Well, what do you mean, how did I do it? I mean, I'm wealthy. I mean, I make good, solid investments, and I know how to liquidate assets and investments. I mean, I literally do this for a living. I'm a stock investment guru. I've seen more money than anyone you'll ever see on your TV. I've made and spent more money than anyone who ever walked the planet or existed. I'm not joking. So what do you mean? I owned 14 cars, but luxury vehicles at one point, and said, I'm just showing you how easy this is because I'm the Messiah. Are these folks serious? That's what I mean. They so quick to forget. Then they want to talk about Jesus Christ, but look at how there's a Messiah walking around right in front of you, and right in front of you, and look how you treat me. So the story with Jesus Christ makes perfect sense. And what did they do? They didn't reward Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ went through hell. Jesus Christ, everything was impossible. And look what they did. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not Jesus Christ. First of all, get that right, right? Unless I'm reincarnated or something. But I'm Tyree Sneed, and I don't play these games. You know what I mean? Like, I would never claim to be, him, but I see a lot of synonymous activity. I see a lot of symmetry, and I'm going to talk about everything. I'm not afraid to talk about anything. Like, no, I'm a renegade. I, like Eminem and Jay-Z said, right? And Jay-Z, I proved all that a long time ago, and he's in the Epstein files. That's no surprise. I'm who said it. What do you mean? My point is, everybody is on the same thing. Like, it don't make no sense. It's a walking contradiction. You're all contradicting yourself. So you can't talk about God and Jesus Christ, but not be on my side. That don't make no sense. I'm the son of God. Jesus Christ is my brother. So what do you mean? Everything I'm saying is an actual fact. These other people are just running around talking nonsense. You understand? That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, like, with these folks. Well, first of all, let me say that. I'm just saying, when the Messiah was walking around, look how they treated him. Look at everything that happened and transpired. They weren't nice. And what did God do? God does the same thing every time. God ain't going to play about his son and his Messiah. God is a very passionate, loving God. God is amazing. God is love. And that's the thing, is that people in this earth and planet don't seem to comprehend. They think winning is whatever, and you didn't win anything. You didn't win with Jesus Christ, you lost. And you didn't win with me, you lost, and you're going to keep losing. What do you mean? You don't seem to get that God is love, and that's the whole point of all this, brother. I'm nothing but truth and love in its embodiment. I'm willing to go through whatever I need to go through, and I'm not here to endure anything. I'm here to set my people free finally and show you the truth about God. And that's my whole point. Oh, I'm sure God was furious, you know what I mean, after seeing what happened, right? I mean, it's inexcusable. Hell, it's inexcusable what I go through every day and the way I'm treated. Ain't none of y'all talking about that because you don't care, because it was all part of your plan. This whole thing has been implemented and manipulated, and I have so much evidence for my federal lawsuit. I am guaranteed to win millions, billions, and trillions, and the government can't even talk their way out of giving me my money. And I won't ever be paying you a dime. So yeah, no, I would say that I won. I would say I won when I defeated the establishment a long time ago. I would say I won, right, with what I do. I think my career and shutting down all these illegal organizations. I would say that I won because I did win. It's just simple arithmetic. When I accomplish something, you just give me the credit where credit's due. I won. That's it. Let's move on to the next matter. These folks are petty. They can't get over the fact that I keep winning, and then they want to take the win and pretend with words they're going to change it to something else. No, I win every time. I'm going to always win. You better get used to seeing me win because you're going to watch me win on repeat now. I've been winning my entire existence in life. I ain't lost yet. I've never ever took an L ever. I'm unfadable. Again, y'all need to learn how to hold your L like Tone Space. Non-existent rap career, no rap career, doing fake ciphers for free. Them folks was looking like, what the hell? Like this dude, no, you know, like your voice was not right. You could tell you was like just not, I don't know, bro. You just wasn't with it. Like, I mean, you just dropped the ball, man. And I'm just saying, you put all that time into that craft and you claim that's what you about is hip hop. That's inexcusable. You could just tell that you didn't have a father like me that really, told you what it is and made sure that you had a work ethic and that you got things right because failure ain't an option. I get on that mic and it's time to spit and perform. I'm gonna make sure I deliver a hell of a performance. And I mean, and we all make mistakes, but you didn't make a mistake. I mean, that whole performance was just not up to par, bro. That's like them calling me to go up to New York to train calisthenics in front of a crowd, in front of the world. And let's say you got a whole bunch of people attending an event, which is hopefully part of the goal of this. And Bar for Bar Fitness, I'm the CEO of it. So this can definitely build and extend, and it's to help people and build people mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, in every aspect. And we're building people. And I can teach you everything that you need to learn, but you got to pay me. And that's the thing. Like we need clients for the training. We need clients, man. We need to get some business going. And like I said, I plan to maybe go to law school at some point. I want to go back to college, but not really here. I want to go somewhere else where it's a real university. None of these colleges down here are real. Let's get real. Like I deserve the real deal. I want to go to college in like Jacksonville or something, you know what I mean? But that's my point. Like God already told me what it is, what's coming. He said, not to talk about it, so I'm not, but I'm just waiting patiently. You know what I mean? But that's my point. Like, I don't know, man. Folks be talking a lot, but they write a lot of checks that they can't cash. You heard? I mean, I'm just saying, Tone Space, you've worked on your craft for however long that people put money into helping you with your craft, and you still haven't got anywhere. I mean, you can't blame other people. This is your own doing and of your own accord. I mean, I don't understand why would you put up a video of you freestyling at a cipher if the freestyle wasn't no good. This is basic arithmetic. This is a guy, mind you, who used to make jokes because I was wearing suits in Austin and I'm a businessman, right? And he was in his feelings and felt some way. And then he was concerned about the relationship that I was in, right? It's funny how I'm always in the relationship, though, and women love me. Even the women who feel, they're in a jellyfish energy and they feel jelly of me because I shine and they can't even handle all the attention I get. And they owe me money. Go ahead and pay me my $10. Oh, that breakfast too. I want the money for that too. You owe me a bunch of money. Pay me my money. Straight up. That's what folks don't get, man, is like me. Like, no. Here's how I do things, man. I talk to people with respect. I only deal with folks and talk and communicate with folks who have respect. Not fake talk, not none of that other stuff. I don't do that. When you get around me, you need to act correctly and be respectful and be very calm. I deal with the right people only. That's why a lot of people in their feelings because I left them behind. I don't got time to carry, more anything, bro. Like I mean, life is hard enough as it is. Things are hard enough and as impossible as they can be. I don't got time for anything extra, bro. Are you serious? That's the part I don't understand about people. Like who are all these people? All these people just act like they feel some way every day. Like, bro, and I'm a grown man, bro. You understand? That's the thing people forget. Like, I'm a grown man, bro. This ain't high school. No, it's not. I'm a grown man and I'm an adult and I ain't got nothing to do with nothing nobody talking about. You know what I mean? These folks, they all, they can't, like, I don't know, they all like stuck in the past. They don't know how to move forward. That's that narcissism. That's your issue. Me, I stay moving forward. So all I got to say at this point, man, is this, bro. This career that I'm doing is going to keep evolving, and you're going to see me keep getting bigger and stronger and more ripped. I mean, my body's ridiculous. The strength level is ridiculous. I set 528 world records as of today, and I'm just getting started. And like I said, the reason why folks stopped helping me, it was never help. It was them what they owed me, because everybody owed me, because I'm protecting you, right? And my career is literally for you. So they're ungrateful. They always have been. That's number one. Number two, the reason they stop helping me is because they get into jellyfish energy. They see me shine, and it's always the same thing: jealousy and envy. It's always going to be the same thing, because I'm an empath, and I have gifts, and I'm literally the chosen one and the golden child. Nobody has the gifts I have, so they all feel some way about it, and they all wish that they could be me. So they sit there watching me while they in their feelings. It's hilarious, But so, like I said, I ain't got no money because I'm pretty much inclined. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this now. The public, I'm going to go out every day and ask people to pay me 100%. If you see me, hand me a couple of dollars, 20, 50, 100, couple of grand, anything. Anything will help me tremendously because, like, I have no money. I can't be spending no more because I'm trying to see if I could get to the check, which isn't till, I mean, I got to get over the $100 threshold before the end of the month. That's first order of business. And if I do that, then the check is coming, I believe, next month, 21st through 26th. That's a long time to go without any money. And this is what keeps happening, and there's no reason for it. You see my point? No reason. I've just built a successful business. I have money, and this is just how it works. No, I'm trying to invest, bro. I have like 95 bucks invested. I'm not trying to pull that out when I just invested it. I don't know what's wrong with the public and with the world and people, but people really need to change their attitude, bro. It makes no sense, man. This is how you build. That's why I was on it like that. And I told y'all I'm going to take the chance to advance, and I'm taking risks like I always do. This is the way you build a business. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing it right. If other folks want to be on petty energies and graduate from petty university with honors, that's their problem. See, that's on them. I know how to build a business, and you got to keep moving ahead. That's why folks in their feelings, because they like, man, you using my money to build your business. 100% I am, and that's what they teach every real entrepreneur and financial genius, buddy. You better catch up. Oh man, you asked me for money. Yeah, that's my career, bro. I'm literally a public speaker, just like every other public speaker before me. So what are you talking about? I'm an independent, you know what? I've explained it too many times. I don't need to justify me asking you for money when I don't have the same rules you have. See, you have an advantage here, just like you have an advantage in the valley if you ain't me. You have an advantage in this society. You have an advantage in the world. In fact, all the people who feel envious and jealous of me and in jellyfish energy concerning me, they all had 8 million times more opportunities than I ever did. And that's the truth, bro. So how can you be in your feelings when you've had more of everything than me and you just couldn't utilize your opportunities? I didn't have no opportunity. I had to get it out the mud and build something from scratch. That's why I'm Batman the Alchemist, because this is alchemy. I built all this by myself, my own budgeting. I funded the Batman project out of my own pocket going on 3+ years. My 3-year anniversary is either here or right around the corner. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I manifested all of this. All of it. I manifested it. True manifestation with almost no money. I manifested all of this. Like I said, these folks don't get, I'm about one step away. All I need is the money. I need to travel. I need to go on trips somehow. If the right people, if God sends me the right people, the right opportunities, the minute I get out of here and get on the road somehow and I get going and I'm able to do this and have enough money where I feel comfortable, where I can come back or do what I need to do. I mean, you have no idea, bro. I mean, we're talking about this can turn into a full scale career in Boston, in New York. And even if I had to do it manually, I mean, like if I had to come up at a street level in the street in Boston or something, I have enough self confidence. I think I could do it. I have a feeling there's shelters in these cities. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do some research on that right now. I'm gonna have to start looking up shelter. I'm gonna start looking up shelters for every city across the United States that I'm considering going to. I'm just going to start figuring out because there's no other option at this point. And I'm trying to do it manually, but we still need enough money. I need money for the bus ticket, right? I need money to do this. And like, I'm that type of person. Like, I will literally take the risk and try to do it. Here's the catch, and this is the problem. I wear a bulletproof vest for my career. That's one of the suits. I can't carry the other suit with me, it's too heavy. So I can't carry both suits. I can carry one, which is that one. And the problem is, common sense, like, no, bro, like when you go in shelters, like, no, it just doesn't work like that. So it's like, how am I going to do this? That's what I'm trying to understand. That's my thing. This is basic little stuff I need help with. It's not help, it's just normalcy. It's normal stuff. It was never about money. It's not about money now. It's about people being normal and caring and just good people. It's about Southern hospitality. Where did it go? It's such a big deal for folks to give me a ride. Nobody does. It's such a big deal for folks to send me some money through a Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Nobody does. It's such a big deal. Through a Cash App, PayPal, or a Venmo, bro. That's a big deal. That's impossible somehow, but yet these people are trading money every day, and you got all these folks making a living off donations, and they're all just sitting there like, oh yeah, it's real cute. Yeah, it is real cute. It's real cute that I make my own money and been on my own since 16, and you prove my point that none of you could walk in my shoes. It's real cute that I make check after check after check, and none of you could come close to me financially. You're right. You're right. It is real cute. It's super cute. Matter of fact. It's super cute that you prove my point that I do everything by myself. I wasn't handed anything and they still owe me all my inheritance they stole. So, like I said, go ahead and give me all my money. Like God told me, God's going to give me everything back and tenfold and way more. I'm getting everything back plus more. Anything I lost, I'm getting back. I'm getting everything back, renovated, brand new. Everything's going to be gravy. My whole point is this work matters more than anything. And that's the thing these folks don't get. If that's what I have to do, I would do it. You know, like that's the thing. These folks want to talk to you and this and be in control. You're not in control of anything. Let's just get that understood. I'm in control of everything. I'm the boss here. So if folks don't like it, what's up? And so what? Come on, man. Y'all, anyone out there, y'all could have been sent me the bus ticket money, man. Like, give me like how much is a bus ticket to like Boston? I'll really go try it. I'm for real. I would want the money to be able to come back though. That for sure I would want. I don't want to just, be out there. Hell no. And I'm not doing it. I'm not going on no trips unless I got the money to come back. Because I'm a human and I deserve good things. And I deserve that. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, nah, bro, that Kentucky adventure was crazy, man. It was very discouraging. It was very scary for me with everything I'm going through all the time physically. It was not fun. It was not fun. It was fun, but it wasn't that kind of fun. It was very, very difficult, man. Yeah, and then folks in that church group, they know what they did and they know they're responsible. That's the whole thing. And like I said, it is what it is. Karma is real. God is real, homie. They got no business to be like that. They was there, right there in that city the whole time. They could have picked me up and brought me back. It's ridiculous. And then for that other dude to have the audacity to ask me anything. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go into it. To ask me anything, to ask me, why did you leave? Well, of course I left. Are you serious? Y'all had me walk from Weslaco all the way back, right in the middle of all that crazy stuff that was going on. It's on camera. That makes sense to you? I'm pretty sure that's a crime too, honestly. So come on, man. I ain't hearing what nobody talking about, man. Like I said, like, nah, bro. I wish that it was legit over there. I wish that it was a place that I could build and focus, but they don't want to let you focus. I'm a grown man, first of all. My phone is staying with me, like I told you. See, you don't make the rules. I do. I'm a grown man. We don't change the rules we can't change the rules for someone. I'm not asking you to change the rules. I'm telling you my phone is my phone and it's staying in my pocket. I'm a grown man talking to you. See, that's the difference. Yeah. You're not seeming to get it. You don't have a career doing what I do, and I need the phone. Yeah, this is not your career. This is my career because you can't do what I do. That's why all them folks and fake pastors within they feeling. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows it was nothing but jellyfish energy, and it's like, man, It's just crazy. Like I said, it's just crazy. There's no reason to act like that, feel like that, be like that. It's just crazy. There's too much knowledge in the world for people to lack knowledge or be devoid of knowledge. Truly. For me, I'm just tired of it, man, because that's all I've seen is everything is a joke. And it's like, what I'm doing ain't no joke. What I'm doing is serious business and official tissue and real stuff. So the point is, that's what's going to happen. I just need the money, I need the funds, and I need to be able to go on trips somehow and have the money to get back. If I could do that, like get money and go on a bus to like all the way to Boston, it'd be kind of cool. I'd research, I'd figure out what's there. Like I'll walk straight into them shelters. I ain't going to tell y'all where I'm going. I'm just going to pick a city. I never keep secrets. I always tell people what it is, and then like I wait, and whenever it's time to make my move, I'll make my move. Whenever it's time to travel, it's time to. It's not in my hands; it's in God's hands. So what do you mean? Like the point is, if it was possible, I could go there, but I would need like a ride. I would need someone I trust. I need like a partner. I need a girlfriend. I need somebody who is willing to help me with what I'm doing, and that's all I need. And that's the point. Like dude, like, they probably have shelters in a lot of these cities. Like, if that's what I had to do, like I'd ask them ahead of time or something. I'd probably call them and ask them, like, look, I'm trying to go over there. I have, this is my bat suit and I need somewhere to put it. You know what I mean? So they can tell me ahead of time what the rules are. They might say we have like a cubby or we have a place like in Minneapolis. They had that. I didn't use it because I don't trust no one. But they had a place that was like a big closet supposedly that you could leave your stuff at. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't trust no one, and I know I don't want to leave my stuff unattended, but like I'll ask them. Like maybe they'll be like, oh no, it's fine, you can just bring it. Or like I'll just tell them, like, bro, this is, I need it, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to show them what I do. You know what I mean? Like that was how awkward it was with that church group. That's what the homie was sitting there talking about. How do you make money? I'm like, I hustle, which was the truth. Like my business is my business. He's like, no, how do you make money? What do you mean? No, how do I make money? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I mean, from a pastor can't make his own money. You a grown man. The other stuff the other dude just said was crazy. He was saying that he wanted, like, what I mean, he want, so you want to profit off of me and what I do, but you're not built like that and that's not who you are. So how would that make sense? That's what he said, right? Remember, he was like, I want 10% or whatever. How would you get 10% of my income? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, bro. Like these folks really like to hide behind the system and just like write checks they can't cash and talk in a way that they don't talk in reality. Yeah, they was kicking that stuff because we was out in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky. And that still didn't stop me from leaving that racetrack. And everything they do is corrupt. And again, they use free labor. So what are you talking about? It's absolutely unbelievable, man. So, like I said, again, that's the thing. Like when folks be listening to me, I see you got 5 folks listening. There's millions of people listening to me. Don't let them lie to you. When they be listening, understand like what folks think and feel. I could care less. Nobody has any power. I have all the power for real. Yeah, that's the thing. I know folks, hear me talk, and I know how people think, and they tell themselves things that don't exist. Not me. Trust me, I'm the boss for real, homie. Anything I gotta say, I say in front of everybody. You understand? That's the difference. Like I built an empire. I already built the entire infrastructure for this. I'm the real deal. That's why all the depictions are about me. So that's my thing. Like, come on, man. All that other stuff is an alias for me. It was to protect my identity. I'm here now in the physical form. You understand? So again, folks can talk. That's cute. Whatever. Yada yada. Point is this. That's all I need. Get me a trip so like I have time to try to figure it out and think. I mean, I don't know. God said already that it's happening, so I don't know. I hope. But the point is this, that's all I need. If I had somewhere to put my stuff, right, and I could come up in that environment, even if I had to go to a shelter in any random city or whatever, and I had the money to get back, I'd be comfortable. I'd be able to do what I need to do. I'd be able to check it out and move around, right? Like it just takes money. That's the thing. I'd like enough money that way when if I want to go to a different city and try that, then I can try that. But that's the thing. Like I could put my bat suit somewhere if they have somewhere to put it and like go pick it up or like and then pick hand select like if I want to, stay out or I could work during the day. Like, just like I do now. Like I could literally just work during the day and do what I'm doing during the day and then come in, they have a curfew and come in whenever and, and keep operating like that. And I would never tell them. They would never know. I wouldn't even bring it up to anyone in there. I wouldn't show anyone anything. I wouldn't tell them anything about what I do. And that's the point. I'd be able to literally like build this whole career. And that's the thing. Expansion is the main goal right now at any cost. We have to expand. That's what folks gotta understand. This is people don't understand. I think way beyond your government, way beyond all these intelligence agencies. I'm on a whole nother level than all of them. They'll never come close to me, bro. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. Let folks believe what they want. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm winning all across the board, but my whole point is, I mean, dude, we're one step away, man. That's all it's gonna take, and that's all I want. I want to see God do it for me, and I want to see it expand. I want to see my business expand. I want to be able to do like run this project in different cities and states. That's what I want. And I just wish that I had all the money and more than enough money. And like they said, royalty is going to envy me. All these readings have been about me this entire time. This started, like I said, around when I started this project about 3 years ago. It started really, I think, in Green Bay and Minneapolis. I think it was more Green Bay time. It started like I'd go to work every day and I'd listen to them and listen to them and I'd learn. While I was washing dishes, I would listen to them because I'd have my Bluetooth earphones. Every part of the process, when God tells me trust the process, it's been very difficult, but I listen and I do. Just like He tells me don't lean on human understanding. But every part of this process has tied into my journey and where I'm going and where I'm headed. That's the part that a lot of folks can't fathom and don't understand because, well, you haven't reached complete perfect alignment. Alignment is a real thing, but you have to get to that point, and it's very difficult. And that's the thing. I know people want my knowledge, people want to do what I do, but you'll never get to this point because the way that you're thinking is wrong. Because you don't have any faith, you don't believe in yourself, number one. And that's the fun part for me is I get to tell all these regular mere mortals and human beings and civilians like, no, you'll never be me. You don't have it in you. I can tell by looking at someone within a millisecond if they have it in them. Folks don't have it in them, man. They can't do what I do. That's why she said, why do you have to do this? Because I'm the only one who can. Because nobody else can. But like I said, that's why we gonna keep building because I believe in this and it means everything. And that's the thing. I mean, once we get the money, I could do this in New Orleans. You know what I mean? This is about strategy. This is about the components of different things. And it was amazing that I was able to do anything financially as hard as I work, and I don't have time to focus on the finances. That's the thing. I handle everything by myself. You would think that folks would give me credit at some point. What I've done is amazing. These folks want to be like me. Meanwhile, the same folks that right never have anything positive to say, you're sitting there, weren't you claiming you're helping Tone Space, but yet Tone Space just got in a cipher and dropped the ball in front of everyone. There's people, bro. I remember when I was in New York, I literally remember like one of these dudes, he's on social media all the time. I remember him like handing me my fries. Okay. They work fast food and they're on social media all day. And these folks will think that they're balling out of control and they're doing something. Like nothing against it. That's cool. And it may be a cool job at some of these places. And that's a great opportunity if you're like in New York. But I'm just saying, for folks to get online and portray and act like they're a gangster or they're making any point or anything and you work fast food, I don't care if it's in New York or wherever. They got good wages in New York for fast food right now. Hell, for me, that'd be an opportunity, but see, I'm already wealthy. So that's the thing. I already did everything. So me, I got the knowledge where I could work that same job and I could come up and escape that job immediately. I could get rich off investing quick. You know what I mean? And be making wings and stuff. See, me, I can have a career in fast food and I can succeed where everyone else will be working there for the next 80, 100 years. I can fund and build this project behind the scenes as I'm working fast food. Folks don't hire me for jobs like that because they take one look at me and they're already in their feelings and they feel like I'm overqualified. I wish it wasn't like that sometimes because I wish I just had the regular treatment and offers and opportunities that everybody else gets. I don't say what I say from a place of feelings. I say it because it's the truth. I'm just saying the truth. Just like in Miami, when I tried to apply at the McDonald's there, the guy said, I'm not going to hire you. And I'm like, why not? And he's like, you're overqualified and you're too smart. You have a very high GPA out of high school. I had a 4.2, top 10 in my class, diploma distinction. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it was on there, so I had to fill it out, right? And he said, no, you're overqualified, and I'm not going to be doing you any favors if I do it. And hell, I mean, at the time, I'm like, you got to allow me to make a living, bro. And I didn't agree with it, and I was very upset and very in my feelings about it. But as I am now, like, because they don't let me work out here either. But my point is, I don't speak from a place of feelings. And he might have been right in some stance because had he allowed me to work there, I might not be in this position because then all that crazy stuff happened. I mean, I was trying to survive in Miami. I mean, I had to go ask it. Everything was spinning for months. Okay. I was literally having to go in lakes. Okay. And I'm out there by myself trying to just survive. And I got to the point that it was so bad, I had to go to a church and ask for help. I just stopped and like everything was spinning, vertigo for like months. And like I'm out there by myself surviving like that still. That's how tough I am. People don't have a clue what I've been through. And so I show up to the church in my truck and I'm still driving, mind you. Yeah. And I got like weights in my truck, like barbells and stuff, because I'm still working out then. I was always like Achilles, like I'm Achilles reincarnated. It's the fact, it's the truth. And I showed up to the church and I just told them, look, I can't do this anymore. Like I just told them like I need help. Like, and they actually like embraced me and helped me. It was super cool. And like they knew that I was living in my truck. They actually took me in first. Is that the one? No, I think that was a different church. No, that church was cool. I think they helped me out. I don't know if they did send me to like the project church first and then I came back. It was a whole thing. They sent me out to the hood and the projects, like the brick jungle out there, and like Fort Lauderdale was Homestead next to Habitat. And I stayed in the actual brick jungle and the projects there and lived there. We didn't have any lights. We just had running water. You understand? So I came up in the hood while I'm asking you for help, and you just put me in a situation with a bunch of hood dudes, but it worked out. And like we had back and forth, but like for the most part, we were cool. And I kind of grew on them where like they respected me. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing. Like folks don't get, I've been in so many different environments. I know what it is. I know how dudes move. Them folks in that hood were eating ramen noodle. They don't even got hoods and projects like what I came up in no more. See, that feels like it was yesterday, but me, that was like 20 some years ago. Isn't that crazy? So like, yeah, they would eat ramen noodles. That's like we didn't have much. That's what folks don't get. You folks take things for granted that I would do anything for. You understand? Like that's why we relate. Like we ain't had much. I understand it. Like, that's what folks don't get. They look at me and they expect, oh, like, he's probably, like everyone else. Not at all. I come from the real environment. That's why folks can't figure me out because I'm a whole machine. I'm on a whole different level. You understand? And I'm the real thing. People don't get how much I've survived. They don't get how many impossible situations I've walked in and out of. You have no clue what I've seen. You have no clue where I've been. You have no clue what I've been through or what I've overcome or what I've survived. Nothing. You could never fathom. I survived hard body in the hood by myself, dolo, honey. I'm a real soldier. I'm a real man. That's the difference. So that's why I operate the way I do. That's why I don't play no games. You understand? So when folks be talking and all that internet stuff, yeah, that's cute. That has nothing to do with reality. None of it ever existed. And you see it because the same folks who feel some way and they say this and that and they're online doing whatever, wasting their time. Meanwhile, like I said, you got folks like Tone Space that are dropping the ball at a cipher in New York. In other words, all of them keep on like having folks that they're people they claim they're friends. They have they folks losing over $100,000. That's what happened. Or they have their folks and they say they're going to help them build a music career, and then again, they're doing a freestyle cipher in New York like Tone Space and end up dropping the ball at that cipher. I ain't gonna never get it. I'm not gonna get off of that. That's crazy, man. How in the hell did like how? Like, bro, you got all that time. Like, how in the hell? Like, I just thought it would have been better, man. That's crazy. What? Like, how you didn't prep or something or get like, golly, bro, you got nervous as hell. Like, you cannot handle being on a stage. I figured it out. That's why they act like that, because I told you it all comes from fear. You know what I'm saying? That's why, yeah, that's why they have to say things and talk away to try to paint things in a different light, because they really wish they could be like you. See, Tone Space wishes he could dress up in a suit like me. He wishes he could be a businessman like me. Now I'm still a businessman, but I'm not so much on that aspect all the time because I'm not in that position anymore. I'm in a different environment. You see how I change according to the environment? See, the environment don't change me. I just see what it is, and I'm a chameleon, and I blend in and I adjust to the environment that I'm in. So I'm not like recreating myself all the time. It's that on here, I'm just doing different ideas, trying different things. You got folks in their feelings because I'm trying different ideas. Like, wow, that's crazy. That's amazing, you know. But like I said, my whole point, man, is just like, yeah, I remember that one church they actually put me like in a home with someone for a little bit. It was all right, but the dude would talk crazy and say a lot of weird things about his beliefs, and they probably did it on purpose, and I didn't care, but he would just talk crazy, and I just let him know. And then I just remember like I had my truck. I remember I drove all the way back to Texas. Like I drove back and forth like several times, right? But like it was a whole thing. But like I had a great experience over there because of like it was cool. The home was super nice. It was beautiful. The shower was beautiful. Everything like it was a cool place. You know what I mean? Like, and he was all right. He was pretty cool dude. He had dogs and stuff. And like, that was the good part though. That was the cool part of it when I was like starting to heal, I think, from what I went through. But like folks don't understand, like, you don't have a clue what I went through, man. I've always been in God's hands. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I went and got looked at for what I was going through at that time, and they was like they wanted to try this and that. I told them, no, I'll take my chances. And I remember I went out, went to sleep in my truck, and I prayed. I remember praying to God. So like God has literally saved my life a million times, bro. I'm talking about for real though, like real testament, real testimony, and in front of you with witnesses, a lot of stuff. So people know I'm telling the truth. I don't lie ever. You know what I mean? So my point is, it is what it is, man. And like I said, yeah, I was in the ghetto and hood out there and different things. Like just like I was in the ghetto and hood in Atlanta, driving around the projects. I had a friend who was living in the projects, and he wanted to train me with calisthenics, but it was more like for legs, for jumping, which is another thing I'm going to get into. And I'm already starting to, and that's part of the dirt mound jumps and all that. I'm clearing the entire dirt mound on my jumps. Okay, I mean, you understand my legs were sore as hell, but yet I still work today. I mean, you gotta understand my body's gonna constantly progress and get stronger and stronger. And like I said, I'm just gonna will myself through like usual until I get to the point I can do this in other cities and states. And once I do, it's just gonna keep on developing. That's what people don't get. And when I get to Boston and major cities like that in different states, like major cities and major states, the big deal places, the meccas, I'm gonna make a lot more money just because I'm filming my videos there. And I'm already doing thousands of views. Imagine how many thousands I'm gonna be doing when I'm in the Mecca and the big cities that attract more opportunity and a lot more attention. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Once I get there, then I can decide if I want to work fast food, no problem. Whatever I want to do is cool because I can build a career and invest in stocks. That's why I'm building the infrastructure now. See, these folks, they see me rebuilding and they know what I'm doing, and that's why they're worried and concerned because they don't like seeing me come up. I already wasn't supposed to make it this far. I'm not even supposed to be here. So I'm grateful as hell to God. And all I'm saying is, they see what it is. My success is inevitable, man. This is my career for the rest of my life and the rest of eternity. I'm completely committed to this. This is what I do. So, like I said, once we get to major cities, and if I could ever get some financial help and support from the public, boy, it's going to be amazing, man. And yeah, I would love to be in a city and state and have just a spot there where I'm treated right and I'm good and I'm happy and I'm comfortable and I'm just left alone. That's all I want. And if I had that, I'd be super happy. And that's what God told me I was going to get. So, I just sit back and let God, and I trust in God and have faith in God and truly believe it'll happen. But that's all I need. And then I can just work on this project and build and expand. That's all it takes. It just takes one move. Everything's secured. I'm good. Like, ain't nothing going anywhere. I'm going to have everything. I'm not losing anything. I'm just going to move around and adjust and expand and grow and build. And that's the thing. Like, that's all I need. Just a basic situation like everybody else has. All of them. All these people have a support system. They all have that. I've never had that. So yeah, no, I deserve that. You know what I mean? And once I get that, yeah, I'll just keep on building with this and keep on progressing to another level. That's what, folks is so used to this fake rapper stuff, or people, doing things that aren't real, or everything is a gimmick. Not this. This is the real deal. And the thing is, like, I've accomplished so much, it's unbelievable. I know God told me I'm going to get recognized and I'm going to get recognition for what I've accomplished here. And they said all this work that, anyone can say whatever, or you may think that it doesn't matter. Turns out that it does matter. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see what's happening. My success is inevitable, and like I said, that's all it takes. Just takes a move to another city and state, and to be working and be able to do this. And I could work like a fast food job, or work at a cool restaurant or anything, or a bar anywhere on top of this, and build this, because it would give me money to be able to build it. That's the thing. I mean, I could try it in Austin, but I'm not trying to go through the same circumstances. If I had a spot in Austin, that'd be cool. And that's my deal. Bro, you got people who got spots, nice spots in Austin, and everyone refuses to share or do anything for me. I don't understand that. When I was in Austin, I asked everyone I could for basic help and support, just like I do in the Valley. And folks really don't do much. Folks talk a lot. It's fake help, and you can just see what it is. It's all good. I'm a chosen one. Like I said, I'm not of this world. I'm from heaven, and I'm a literal angel, an earth angel, but I'm a literal angel, and I've proven that. Y'all can't walk in my shoes. That's how I feel. And that ain't how I feel. It's proven on camera, homie. So what's up? So, like I said, for me, I'm just saying that's the last step. I'm about one step away, and that's just an amazing feeling because I've worked so hard. I've been through hell, and it has not been easy. So, I'm very excited, man. I'm excited for the future. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. For me, it never stops. My career never stops. The building never stops. I took pain and I turned it into power. And that's what folks got to understand. Like, my career is very exciting. There's a lot that I do, and it's going to be amazing when I get to major cities. You know what I mean? To try to do this somewhere like New Orleans would be cool, but I need the budget, I need the money, because what I'm doing is extremely real. So that's the deal, is that, I'm willing to do this career anywhere, but I need the money. It's a must. You know what I mean? And that's all, So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I believe that I can build it even without the money, but like, I need the money. It's just what makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you still need the money for the resources to be mobile and have motorcycles, electric scooters, electric bicycles, all that type of stuff. You still need that. Batmobiles, tumblers, bat pods, tanks, like I said, and I want to learn how to build it all. You know what I mean? So, like I said, there's a couple of components I'm gonna have to learn. I got to learn all those other systems. I got to learn everything. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Much love. Easy.